Wow. Logically speaking, 88 in the house. This one is for Mosh. Mosh requested I make a video and cam up. Don't even have a Cowboys jersey where I'm at right now, as I'm in South Florida, and my home is now in Georgia. So, here's the deal. At the beginning of the year, I believe I texted Mosh, and after the 49ers game, I'm like, here we go again. And the statistics on that game I actually captured at the end of the first quarter on my cell phone and have a picture of it somewhere. And they were just horrendous. We were winning in every statistical category. I think they had time of possession of like less than 3 minutes in the first quarter, yet the score was like 21-3. We're getting our asses handed to us. And after the very first snap of the season, we get a false start. And I'm like, this is just it. This is going to be our season. False start, stupid turnovers, red zone turnovers, fumbles at the end of good drives. And it was just a debacle, right? And we end up losing the game. But you look at every statistical category, with the exception of turnovers, and we won that football game. They had a fumble return for a touchdown, an interception return down to the 1 yard line. Literally, their offense scored one offensive touchdown on a decent drive. They had one long touchdown on a broken play to Vernon Davis, I believe. And it was just, I'm looking at it like, and Tony Romo played the worst game of his entire career. I've watched every game. I'm a Tony Romo fan. I've never knocked the man, but that day, I was wondering whether his career was over. As he later admitted, he kind of felt the same way. Is this going to be the way it is post-back surgery? So, all that being said, we go into our next game. Don't even remember the opponent at this point, and we stink it up. I think it was the Rams in the first half, and we decide to come back and take a W. Show a little heart, show a little character, show a little grit, show dedication to the run. And as I look at the statistics of that game, I remember thinking to myself, wow, that was like some triplets-looking statistics. Romo didn't have a huge number as far as throwing yards, touchdown to a receiver. You get a tight end play in there. We came from behind. We stuck to the run. DeMarco had over 100 yards again. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty impressive win in the second half. Then we go on further, and we keep reeling off these wins, but we're doing it methodically. We're doing long drives. We're doing it sustainable. We are doing it without penalty. Too many times in the past, we put ourselves in third and long, second and long situations, end up throwing the ball, throw the ball for an incompletion. We're stuck in third and long, and it just isn't happening. I think the stat right now is Dallas Cowboys #1 offense. But the key component to that is we are in third and short situations due to our running game. You never know whether we're going to run or pass simply because we can do both. We've handed it, God knows, way too many times to DeMarco at this point, but the formula is working. It reminds me of the triplets. Just read an article today about how our offense to this point is more prolific than any offense we've ever had. We reeled off 400-yard games offensively, first time since like 1976. So the offense is operating like a well-oiled machine. Offensive line, phenomenal job. Guys, I can't even speak. I told Mosh I did not want to make this video because as Cowboy fans, we know over the last few years it's been rough. It's like 8-8 after 8-8 after 8-8 after, we're going to win the last game of the season and sneak in the back door to the playoffs just so we could lose. It's how I felt. I don't know how many of you felt, but we weren't a team that even if we got to the playoffs the last 3 years was going to do absolutely anything once we got there. We were not that high caliber team. Now, I'll also talk about this. Health-wise, we are the healthiest team in our division by far, and probably one of the healthiest teams in the entire NFL. Hence the record. We're healthy, We're clicking on all cylinders. Offense is playing well. Defense is playing phenomenal compared to what, if you would have asked me preseason, and many people did, I was like, I would be lucky if we win 8 games this year. Sean Lee going out. Our top 4 defensive players gone. And a bunch of no-name guys. Defensive backfield's essentially the same. And those guys haven't done squat when they had a pass rush. Now all of a sudden, everybody's playing. This McLean is killing it at the linebacker position. You know, some guy we picked up from the Raiders that was a top 5 draft pick that didn't pan out for them, but is like just playing absolutely lights out for us. And Rob Marinelli has the defense playing like a team. Imagine that. It's called a football team for a reason. So, fingers crossed, guys. Having a phenomenal season. We have a long way to go. The next 4 games, I believe, before our bye are Washington. We should take care of Washington. Division game. Always worried about that. Then we got Arizona. Another great team right now, playing very well, but I think we're playing better, so we should take a W. Both of those games are at home. We have to travel to, and we are the road team, go figure, to London to play Jacksonville. That should be another W. Then we get to come back to New York and play the New York Football Giants at their home before our bye. Those are 4 very winnable games. Even if we were to drop one, we go into our bye at 8-2. We come back, and I looked at the schedule, but I know we have Philly 2 out of the 3 weeks. And then we have a tough opponent at some point in the Indianapolis Colts. At home, though, thank God we have them at home. And we end the season. Obviously, there's another Redskins game in there. I think that ends the season with the Redskins. And we have the ability to take this division. We have the ability to take the NFC, bring the championship to AT&T Stadium, possibly, but we need to stay healthy. That's really something we can't control. DeMarco Murray needs to stay healthy. And yeah, guys, I know not a lot of enthusiasm here because I'm so stoked that I don't want to get overexcited to be let down by something stupid happening, like a Tony Romo injury or a DeMarco Murray injury or a Dez Bryant injury, because any one of those 3 guys go down as the original triplets. When any of those guys went down, our winning percentage was less than 500 when they weren't in the game. And I think those 3 guys on offense, coupled with our defense, playing pretty damn well. And our time possession with DeMarco Murray just eating up clock is just a winning formula of football. And I am excited about this season. Now that it's underway and we are the best record in football. And that's it, man. Logically speaking, Mosh, I know you're going to be like, dude, where's old Logic? Old Logic's been getting his ass kicked over the last 3 years with these 8-8 seasons, and I'm just looking forward to being 8-2 or 9-1 in the next month of football and setting ourselves up to make a serious playoff run, not just sneaking in the back door. So this is Logically Speaking. Everybody, peace out.